Right, I'm back. Yeah. Stream wasn't really liking that when I was over to Albania.
Please select destination.
I think it's because it's too warm. I'll go back over. It's going to reset soon anyway, but what I was saying, what I was talking about was the internet cafe.
We're all just visiting. We own nothing. Civilization isn't a home, it's a hostel. Some previous guests were better than others. Tomorrow night, a stranger will be sleeping in that bed.
Where is it? It's over here again. So we'll go back over. Okay, and there's the Half-Life thing, right? I think, as I say, you would go here, you go to the internet cafe. Now, I'll give you an idea because you can still do that these days. You can still do that. You can still do this. What I think's happened with people. There's another one here somewhere. One of these other computers. No, it's just the TV. The phone. That's it. There was the phones. See on the table. They're in that their cryptic writing. What do you call it? Orican writing, or is it or something, or Tenno writing? I can't remember what it is. All the stuff's wrote in that, and there's a phone over here too. Or something, there's it. Same for that one. Yeah. That's why they used the pizza. Obviously, they used the pizza thing because back in the day, pizza was sort of the thing, the turtles and all this. It's just so. To me, it's so like that's why they did it. It was nostalgic. It's supposed to be nostalgic. They did it so well. Now, but tying it in, the bit that, as I say, the transference, where they came up with that idea of a character behind a character. Or a character behind a character behind a character. Yeah? So, you're this Warframe, and then you're the operator or the drifter, and then there's a character, you're the character behind the operator. You know, that they're, what do you call that? The Russian doll, isn't it? Isn't it the Russian doll? Can't remember what you call the proper name of it. It's a doll within a doll within a doll within a doll. And I think, if I remember right, or is it something else I'm tying it into, they had it on one of the dev streams when they were going over Sanctum Atomica, or was it the Viri? I can't remember what release was it, content. And it does do so well. It does do so well when it comes to Dark Sector. If you watch the video of Dark Sector, the original game, the original game concept, the trailer that everyone wanted for Warframe, and it shows you Excalibur going into the spaceship, and then it has, what's her name? I keep forgetting her name. The one who does Nyx is talking to him. But the thing it's missing that people don't get with them with Dark Sector, Warframe, and the original concept is Warframe was a suit. It was a suit, not an actual infested person. That's the difference between Warframe and Dark Sector. Dark Sector had its tributes to Warframe, or Warframe had its tributes to Dark Sector. I mean, in the Dark Sector, you get the extra XP stuff, but the Warframes now are infested beings from the tech rot, which was your man Robert Meisner or whatever made in Dark Sector. That was the connection. It was a virus. And he got his arm infected. But in Dark Sector, the game that they released, you get a suit. You get the Excalibur suit. So Excalibur was a suit, not an infested person. The person was in that suit, which was Hayden Tenno. He was in the suit, and he was infected by a virus. And Nyx, Nemesis, and all the other ones, the Predacite or whatever, are the other things, the Stalker and all, were all infected people. That was the difference. They were the bad ones. Well, they say the bad ones, but Robert Meisner was trying to make them better. That was the idea, and there was no operator. So, the trivia itself was the idea of Half-Life being in a lab locked down in a city and all in it. First person shooter. Unreal Tournament was a prison of them fighting with each other. Or Unreal Championship. And there was another game called Pyra that D's made. I have that too. I have Star Trek, I have Pyra, I have Unreal Championship, I have Dark Sector, I have The Darkness that they worked on, and another one called Warpath, which is sort of the concept of Warframe as well. But it was a first person shooter. They don't matter. It doesn't matter about that. I also have the 5 comic books that they created. Yeah, 5 comic books that they created. The first time round there, I just collected them. They weren't easy to get either. I had to get them from America, like get them shipped over. It was 20 or 30 quid for just shipping. And that's 20 or 30 quid each for shipping. For 5 of them. You had to buy them separately on eBay. So I have the original comic books. The only game I would recommend people to get now and put the stock market price up is get out and buy Half-Life. If you get Half-Life, that you'll understand why when you play the game. There's another game that I thought was better though, well not better, my own concept that could rival Warframe if I ever decided to try and make it work, like make it happen. and it's a game that's out there, and it's not a recent game either. Me personally, I think I could rival War Digital Extremes with my concept of my idea, and it's nothing like Soulframe. That's their own personal pet project. That's Steve's personal project, I think. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all. I think they tried to do it with the very sure. I'm just more into this. I'm not into the Elden Ring type of thing. I'm not saying again, Elden Ring's a great game. Just because I'm not into it doesn't mean I don't. It's a shite game. It's shite. Call of Duty shite. No. Soulframe shite. No, it's not. It's not. None of these games are shite. They're great. They're all great games. I think they're all great games. But see, this is what happens in real life, that people. Where else do you go? You know, when you've got nothing, and you're trying to build something. This is what they do. They come, you as kids, if you want to say, like, or teenagers or adolescents, or what do you call it, like teenagers or adults, and you have to, when you come out of school and you somewhere to go, and you're nerd, geek, or whatever you were called, and all the time, like, it didn't really matter then either, but now it's overemphasized. It's like, you have to be different, or you have to wear purple hair, and you have to wear those rings, and you know, you're a protected species if you've got purple hair, you know, as a human being. It's just the same then as it is now, and it was nice to be able to. A group of people was able to sit somewhere and come up with the idea together, that they were able to, and look where we are now with Warframe. That's what I'm trying to say. You can still do it now. I think we get caught up in the global network now. Nothing wrong with it again, but it's that human connection. You can't have the human connection on a screen. And that's what Warframe's about, I think. They're trying to say, like, if you ever, when we go to these missions here, Skulldr missions, you'll see.
Talk to me.
Not reset yet.
Keep your eyes open, Marty.
See, they even call you Marty and all, like it as a joke. But the Skulldr are trying to tell you to turn away from technology, choose something else. But we're fighting R, and we're being labelled as the technological rot as well.
Tenno, you will make an excellent hunter.
That's why when I did a video, or a live video, or whatever you want to call a stream, about Cal, because Cal brought in the Archons, and they tried to step away from the Warframe thing, and people, obviously like myself as well, didn't like it. I don't want to run around. I don't want to run around as an inferior being. Does that make sense? An inferior character. Don't downgrade me, if that makes sense. Like, Cal is a downgrade to a Warframe. Right? But, you know, he can be an upgrade.
This good place. Quiet.
Yeah, well, it's going to be completely dead place or removed
Blue girls say
someday.
we got veils to break.
Yeah. It was a nice idea, this, to be Cal, but they didn't put in that you can put mods into him,
Call have work to do.
or else he would just be a warframe. So they speeded him up, and I think that was about it. They just sped him up a bit so they could run a bit
Blue
faster and
girl
stuff and all.
find Narmer worms. Call stomp Narmer worms. Good
Shut
luck
up.
against Archon.
Right. It's a good concept, just a downgrade. The story was good. It was a good story for him. The one I liked was the other guy, Viso.
Please, no eating out of helmets.
There's even a wee...
Knock, knock.
Now, who would be knocking all the way out here? Operator, I don't think you should answer that.
There's even a wee voice lines from this guy here. About Viso. Now you could bring him back. Technically you could write anything. You could bring him back. Well, we survived the explosion into the ship or whatever and all, you know. I would like that to happen. I would like Viso to come back or whatever his name is. And
Eat, eat. She gives.
have the
you
corpus
eat.
side to work on the technological part. I don't... Because when you really look at it, you've got the Grenier side and you've got the corpus side. If you do the corpus, which they probably sat down and did brainstorming, it's got the technology. If you do the Grenier, they can always downplay it because they've got nothing. Like they do biological cloning, and now it's not to downplay it in a way where it's like they're not strong enough. They're obviously very strong army, and they have their advancements. One's a biological one, one's a technological
Let
one.
Vehek rant as he will. Nobody here cares.
And it gives in the story, obviously it gives you both. Is it New War? It's New War, is it? Doesn't say them. But I think it's New War. I also like the Drifter Camp. See this? There's no... I don't... Again, I don't understand why people or developers can't think of this stuff. Like, are they just not Are they not allowed their creativity? Are they not allowed to play other games? Have they never... Are they afraid of copying or something? Of just the money isn't... They're like, they can't get... Oh, you got to work on a first-person shooter game, and it's not allowed to have any other shit. You're not allowed to copy Destiny. Well, then copy Halo. Copy Call of Duty. Copy what works. No. Don't want to Call of Duty. Don't want to Halo. They don't work. They're shite. What? It's just... I don't get it. I'm stuck. It's just, it's hard to be creative, is it? Is that what it is? It's hard to be creative. It's just hard to be creative when you don't have a brain. Or you just need money. Anyway, that's reset now probably.
Please select destination. Plotting route.
I'm not going there anyway. I'll show you the back room
Plotting route.
and that's it. Try and make it to the 30-minute mark here. It's disheartening. It's sad to see. It's sad to see, or not be able to see success other than a handful of companies or a handful of people. Like, you know, they end up causing their own demise. Blizzard with World of Warcraft causing their own demise, crushing themselves, you know, like eating themselves from the inside out. Like with Warcraft, there are 3, completely demolish it so then it can't go, they have to be connected online. When the original game wasn't built that way. You know, like make, the core concept is make sure you make money. Yes, it could still be the driving force. But you're not going to make any money if nobody likes the game. If there's nothing... okay, sorry. I'm saying nobody likes the game, and then there's one person playing it. Is that one person going to pay back your 50 million you've paid out for the game? I would love to see that. And the person isn't even playing it, they're just logged in and they're asleep. You know, they downloaded the game, looked at it, logged in, fell asleep and just left it on and it just goes off at some point, or just logged in. You know, and that's the way it's left. It's just left like that. I forgot about it, and I don't understand the logic. Like, I'm not meant to. It's not meant to make sense. It's not meant to. The math isn't meant to math. It's not meant to, because it's the core concept of anything is supposed to be money orientated, and that's fine. DE does that just as much, and if I can work out what they're doing, it doesn't take a group of people long to figure it out how to make a decent development of a game and work on something that can build itself. So, as I say, Blizzard destroyed Warcraft, destroyed World of Warcraft, destroying Call of Duty, destroying everything from the inside because it's all about money. It was never about the creativity. It was never about building anything. It was never about the next day, tomorrow. It was always about now. Squeeze the workers for what all they're worth. And the workers don't care because the management doesn't care, and the management doesn't care because the executives don't care, and the executives don't care because it's always about money. And the boss goes, well, that's another one up the left. Who gives a shit? Throw it out like a rest. It's like, that's our only game. That's our only revenue of income. Oh, well. It's supposed to go under. I don't care. And, well, who else? BioWare destroyed themselves. Ubisoft is destroying themselves. They've got all MIPs. You know, it was never about the games. It was always about the money. And look where it's got them. And then they stand back and in disillusionment, wondering what happened. What happened? You know, how did we go wrong with not releasing stuff that people like?
Please select destination.
That's all this wee game here as well, and then I need to sort that out. So I made all this stuff. You build all this up here with all the wood from Zariman and all the Zariman stuff, and some of the, what do you call it? Stuff from Sanctum Atomica and Deviri. And build a wee top bit. It's like a second floor. This was meant to show you. So you got all your usual stuff down here. And you get a motorbike, which is cool. And you can set this as your base. Nightwave's here. What's this? Mods. Void relics. Arcanes. The market. And your pets. And then your foundry. And your arsenal. So if you look up. Is that one sitting out a bit? It is too. No, that was my pain in the arse one. I couldn't get it to sit right. Get it to line up. So, and then I left a wee window there. So when you go up here, I did have a seat here, but it's not here now. You can see down. Yeah. This was supposed to be a coffee table, but I'm gonna need to get an actual table like this one, or a small one, I mean, to put over there. Then there's the seats, the Zariman seats. They're from Deviri, that scales and other wee abacus thing. That's from my Dormazone, which I got from Barrow, and then there's the plants. And then you get these from Sanctum Atomica, these seats. And then I just put up pictures and these wings. And the wee fluffs on the seats. And then you put up your pictures from Zariman too. I would like to get more fish to put up on the wall. That sounds stupid, but you do your I like my fishing in the game. I did a lot of the fishing. Then you got your wee statue of Teshin up there on top of the TV and Nightwave ship. And you can turn the TV on and off. Television. And I got that as a drop, I think, wasn't it? That they're wee Articula or something you call it, isn't it? A wee model. Then there's Steel Path. I took from a Dorma Zone. This the planets. It's just Deimos, Lua, or the Moon and Earth. Then you've got the wee rocket. I put the wee rocket you get as well, and then you got your Summer Chord or Octavia music, because you can get more music. You get more music from Warframe 1999, and you can actually buy the. Buy them. You can get them for standing, which I'm gonna actually do. Get the standing from, and then get the music for them. I have quite a lot on it. You won't be able to hear it because I haven't got the music on. I have a few. You scan a lot of them, so that's a lot of the origin system. I have right up to the open world stuff, so I don't have Sanctum Atomica, I don't have the Viris stuff that's open world, because I didn't do enough. I haven't done enough open world in Earth and Ord Valis. Yeah, that's it. And I have that there's on Lua, the sacrifice. I also didn't do obviously the Deadlock Protocol enough, because I didn't have the Helios at the time, I think. Wasn't using it. And then Ord Valis tones, I have to find them, and the Earth and Deviri. Deviri's harder, I think. There's only 2 Deimos ones that I haven't got. That's playing there, so it is. Could I get it to stop? Oh, it is playing? I didn't like that one. Where's the one? No, I've got the music on. They have the music on. I didn't even realise. Where's the one I like? This one. See it in the flesh. That's the one I like. So it went through them all. Some of the other ones. But I didn't want it constantly playing. Because then when I come here, it's going to be always that song, and then it's going to ruin it for me. This here helmet looks cool as well, with the teeth. But when you first play, that's the bit I don't get to. How did you get in? It doesn't say. You just come out of the helmet. That's right. It doesn't say where you come from. You just get spat out of the helmet. Is this? Do you know what it reminds me of? What do you call that film? There's a film of I need to look it up. Hold on, give me a minute. Little Shop of Horrors, that's what it's called. Little Shop of Horrors. And there's a Venus flytrap in it. That's what that reminds me of. Anyway. That's that. I'm out. I've had enough. I do not want to be staying up playing a game. If you made it this far in the video or the stream, you're still here. I appreciate all the thanks or any likes or whatever it is. Or follows. I don't stream much. Not because I don't want to stream, but because I'm not taking it seriously enough. I don't care enough about it. I don't feel as if it's going to provide me an income or whatever. I would like it to. I like Twitch. I like the platform. I like everything about what people are doing. I said many times before, it's great. You can stream games or whatever. Or stream whatever. Me personally, my direction of this is not streaming. How can I say this? Not streaming like this, more like a YouTuber or whatever, or a podcast. The subjects themselves the subject matter, I have to be able to talk about it and provide some sort of, to myself, provide some sort of like, article to it. Does that make sense? An article, yeah. So when you write an article, it's on a subject and it's giving people something to food for thought. That's where I want to be. I don't want to be doing these builds for this game and all. I'm not like that. There's a guy I watch on YouTube, which probably a lot of people who know about Warframe watch, is The Siege. He does a great job on stories and stuff that's going on in Warframe. He's pretty good. I also like your man Josh. We call him Josh Strife Hayes. But I don't see myself with the likes of them, where them ones are good at what they do. They take it seriously. They put the work in. They put the time in. Well, Josh takes the piss, but he points out he's pretty knowledgeable when it comes to when he has to be, and what he wants in life, or where he's going, or what he's doing, which is for some people like myself, it's very hard to get. It's very hard to care anymore. I'm not saying I'm old or whatever, or like just as a 39-year-old man with 2 kids and a failure of a life. Of trying to not do anything, this is where you end up. Life ends you up here, and you have to when you get to this point, for anybody else, if it helps anyone, to step through that not caring, to stepping through it would be a way of describing it. Step through it and go, so what? I failed. Big deal. You're a loser. You wasted it. Big. Who cares? Nobody gave a shit before you thought of it, and no one gives a shit after you thought about it. So you might as well just do whatever you want anyway. It's building a portfolio, building a project, building something that you want to do, that you're a person, that even if it's a glimmer of a direction of where you want to go, a start of something you're interested in. It could be photography, it could be model airplanes, it could be lights, it could be woodwork, it could be furniture, it could be decoration, it could be games, it could be anything. There's all the options of the world for you. It could be marketing, it could be just pick something. Or well, I'm gonna say pick something. Just if you dig deep enough like me and you find yourself in the abyss, in the void, everything's an option. Everything's an option. And you end up in that paralysis, analysis paralysis, decision paralysis, you know. Me personally, as my personality, I would like to be able to build, as I say, like an article, something that you can present, like a presentation. Like I said earlier with the DE thing. I'm pretty sure now, after I've made this video, that other people are gonna question it too. About digital extremes and the cafe thing, and wonder why. There wasn't really a big thread on Reddit. There was a couple of people commented, and that was it. Of where Half-Life was, and they were trying to say it was a tribute to Half-Life. Yes, it technically was, but it was a tribute not to the game, but to the Unreals, the people that built the engine to start off with, as I said. What do you think Warframe's built on now? It's built on Unreal Engine, is it not? I think it was Dark Sector built on Unreal Engine, because Digital Extremes owns Unreal Engine, I think, do they? Or they built it, or they started it, or whatever way it worked. And that gave them a platform to work off, or something to provide value, as they say. So which they could leash out or sell out to companies or people. We look at what we have built here. Now you can use it for a price, and that's what they've done. But they do put in the effort for the small details. I give them that. Like they do notice everything. They just whoever's running it or doing it or building all this, they are paying attention, and that's such a difference in this day and age to gaming, to companies, to people, or the players or whatever. I know they're paying attention. Or somebody is anyway, in some shape or form. And that's great. Obviously I haven't played Warframe 1999 tonight, but maybe I'll buy it tomorrow and I'll stream it. But I want to be able to find a subject, talk on that, clip it, whatever you need to do. Whatever I need to do, and turn it into a presentation, something that I can show and go, there you go, look, I made that a wee clip. It's to do with my voice. I probably sound like shite anyway with my voice, but I would like to be able to have that wee thing where it's a display and my voice and go and get myself heard out there of what my ideas is and my thoughts and my theories or whatever you want to call it, and work from there and try and have something to show over time. Like this channel has went to shit and haven't even tried. Made a wee bit of an effort, like but not the effort I could make. And I've never cared in my life. But now it's got to a point where I feel as if you just need to build something. As a man, as a human being. And when there's nothing to grasp onto, nothing to hold on to, like when you're falling in the abyss or the void, as how I feel, it's very hard to come up with something, or to hold on to something, or to, as I say, when you're always falling, you're just never able to get up, apart from just keep going down. That's the best way I can describe it for anybody. But for anybody who's out there and they're thinking the same thing, that there's no way out, and this is it, it's always going to be crap. Just remember, it's how the smallest of things can become the biggest of things, and that's what our society's all built on. Warframe itself was built from an idea, like anything else. Here we are. They're a multi-billion-dollar company or whatever it is. I know, multi-millionaire company. Now, I'm sure they're not worried about what's in the fridge anyway. Let's put it that way. Or if the heating's going to go out. That's what I'm trying to say. While the rest of us, it's in this position, are trying to worry about, can we actually eat today? Or are we going to have any heating? I know it's not as, it can always be worse, but it can always be better too. You can always set yourself a standard and try and work up. It could be anything. It could, as I say, it could be writing. You could just enjoy writing. Write that book that you wanted to write. Write anything. Just write something. Could be drawing. It could be. Could be. I'm trying to come up with ideas, concepts, theories, subjects. Could be drinking. Could be alcohol. Just don't overdo it. That's why you have wine tasters and all, and tea tasters and coffee tasters. I myself am a connoisseur of the coffee. You know, I like the coffee too. You know, just don't overdo it. And when I say overdo it, make sure you work that you're working on towards a goal. That's the plan, and making it the plan. The plan could be to become an alcohol connoisseur. Just set that goal, you know, or become an advisor for mental health. This is the goal, or a podcaster on podcasts about podcasts, you know, a video editor of videos, or a reviewer of videos, you know. But Josh, that's what I like about Josh Strife. He says it in a different. He's good at looking at them concepts or them subjects and wording it better. Like, I don't feel as if I'm good at wording anything. I'm good at coming up with crappy metaphors, crappy shit that's like, is space real? You know, and well, it's down to the question. You know, the philosophy of it. The question of it is like, do you believe in space? Or do you believe in the flat earth? Do you believe the earth's right? And you know, you have to believe it. Like, bullshit like that. That's the type of shit that I would sit around and think about. Or like a philosophy. And that's how you end up in the abyss. Rather than just picking something in reality and going, I like music. You know, music's a big one too. What about music? There used to be Music Mag back in the day, magazines for games and all, and magazines for music. I think there still is. Oh well. Right. Have a good one.